I'm John Spankonic with the Shrewsbury Daily Voice, and this is your weekly news. Central Massachusetts is in the midst of a cold snap, with wind chills recently diving to 17 below. Safety officials are urging adults and children to wear layers, along with hats, gloves, scarves, or masks, and mittens. They are also asking residents to be extremely careful when using a fireplace, wood stove, or space heater. More safety tips are available at the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Students began classes at the new Sherwood Middle School on Wednesday morning. Students braved frigid temperatures as they marched from the old building to the new one. Shrewsbury Media Connection had this look.
It all started out so well with the procession from the old Sherwood over to the new Sherwood. Students were ready and excited, as were teachers. From the get-go, students got right into their routines that they've been familiar with and have learned since the beginning of the year. Several of the routines remain the same. Certainly being in a new space brings about new routines that they will be learning not only today, but over the course of the next several days. Teachers will be modeling expectations and reminding students of ways in which we use different areas of the building, etc.
I feel like we had a nice flow today. People weren't bumping into each other. It's just a clean space where we can get our work done. And then I guess the second thing would be the new technology. That's definitely what the kids seemed most excited about.
One of the things I liked best about the school was that in the gym, they had a lot of extras, like there's a rock wall, so that could be another fun thing to do. And there's a stage that looks pretty cool, and the speakers, which would be better for putting sound.
Why I like the lunchroom is that the tables are better for conversations, and so that also another thing about the tables is that the other ones, like, there's actually benches now instead of it just being one flat line of a bench that you sit on, and people's feelings won't get hurt because you can squish in, but it doesn't really make it comfortable, but you can squish in. But this, like, you know that you can't go to that table because all the seats are full and no one's gonna get feelings hurt. So
Furniture, because you can move things around and you can have more space if you have more people in it.
Building. It's caused less disruption than I thought it would. I really didn't have a feeling that students and teachers were overly anxious until Friday. And when you see boxes and crates in the hallway for the movers to then take at 3 in the afternoon, you know you're going. But up until that point, teachers and students were doing what they needed to do, which is teach and learn. And I think that again, the disruption was less than what we had predicted. But now we're in our new space, so we're good to go, and there'll be, you know, little things to work out, bugaboos as you'd find in any new home, school, building, etc., and we'll be working those through, but it's been just overly positive, the experience.
And you can read more on the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. For the second time in as many days, a Shrewsbury officer was allegedly struck by the vehicle of a fleeing suspect. Officer David Foucher was hit January 14th on Route 9 near McDonald's, according to police. The officer was not injured and managed to capture the suspect in Worcester. Now, on January 15th, Officer Lawrence Napolitano was allegedly struck by a suspect who ran after being stopped on Route 9. Napolitano likewise was not injured. And you can read more details on the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright was due to speak at St. John's High School on Wednesday as part of the Abdella Center for Ethics lecture series. Albright's topic was the courage to listen, and you can learn more about the Secretary's appearance at the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. A new group has formed to lobby for schools, fire, and police departments, as well as other town services. Shrewsbury advocates held their first public meeting on January 17th. Town Manager Dan Morgado and School Superintendent Joseph Sawyer addressed the group and spoke about the budget process. For more information, read the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Senior citizens may be losing a chunk of their cable discount under a new proposed license with Selco. General Manager Michael Hale said that the company wants to reduce the senior discount from 25% to 10% over 10 years. In addition, the discount would not be applied to any new customer after April 1st. Hale announced the proposed change during a hearing before Selectmen on Tuesday on the company's cable license. According to Hale, Selco stands to gain about $260,000 with the changes to the senior discount. For more information, read the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Former Shrewsbury School Committee member Mark T. Murray accepted the Community Service for Shrewsbury Public Schools Award. The award was presented in front of more than 100 people during the Shrewsbury Education Foundation Honors event. Read more on the event on the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Shrewsbury Youth and Family Services have honored 4 local students. Jen Tylock, Aaron Hayden, Nicholas Silverio, and Kristen Grip are receiving the Outstanding Youth of Shrewsbury Awards. You can read profiles on each of these students at the Shrewsbury Daily Voice. Nomination papers are now available for those looking to run in the May town elections. Incumbent selectmen Moira Miller and John LeBeau have already announced that they're running for re-election. You can read more on the candidates and the nomination process at the Shrewsbury Daily Voice, and nomination papers are available from the Shrewsbury Town Clerk's office. Finally, Olympic gold medalist and one-time Grafton resident Shannon Miller paid a visit to the Gymnastics Learning Center in Shrewsbury last week, and there she delivered some words of wisdom to the center's young gymnasts. The 1996 Olympic gold medalist's visit was done, in part, to promote the Gymnastic International Invitational American Cup event held March 2nd at the DCU Center in Worcester. And that's it for this week, but you can get more news by logging on to shrewsbury.dailyvoice.com. I'm John Swinconek, and have a great week.